Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day was a pint of mango cordial, but I've drunk it. And today I've been playing Kalgara. So at the Dublin Regional just last weekend, Ben Schumacher, I'll have his Twitter linked in the description below, was able to take Kalgara all the way to a top 8 finish. It was really cool to see a rather unexpected deck make it all the way to the top 8 in the very first regional of this format. I'm going to go over the new additions to the build briefly, and then we'll go straight to the gameplay. Timestamps as ever are in the description. And a massive congratulations to Ben Schumacher for their finish. So the new card out of the new set, we've got a couple of copies of Zeus. It's just a 2k that gets a bit of spot removal. This removing things like Cavendishes into green-yellow lore, Kuzans into black decks, key threats into purple decks as well. You can move Zorojuro to deny ramp, which is pretty cool. Also remove Sanjin Pudding if it's not buffed by boat, which is incredible for tempo. We don't mind taking life, so long as we're not against a blue deck and we get Pudding into Oblivion. Because that's kind of the way that we play. We take life and play out guys, and Zeus is just kind of an extension of that. The other new card is Gum Gum Redhawk. This is a 4-don event that carries an original cost 5, which is just incredible into Green Purple Luffy. Because even if they buff the Sanji Pudding with the boat, this is original cost of 5, so that's really, really nice. And it's got a 3k counter for your leader towards the end of the game. It is like a good version of Damn Punk, because you were never excited to play Damn Punk at the end of the game for the removal effect. Obviously, it can hit a blocker, and this can't, but being 3k counter just sort of fits in with what you want to do anyway, because we leave Dons up for counter events naturally. Found a lot of use for this card, I can't lie. Very, very impressed by the Gum Gum Redhawk. We've got 4 of the new EB Sanji. This is just a queen effect. We go down on life very, very fast. So this is potentially live as soon as your 6-don turn, and almost certainly live on your 8-don turn. And getting you that cycle can be really helpful, because whilst this deck doesn't play that many bricks, sometimes you can just get like too many of this wyper in hand, or like way too many counter events. And you can cycle one out and draw some more cards to help you do your combos as well. Also gives you extra cycle to draw into Noland, who is still unsearchable and still incredible. Also got 2 of the Raki. Chump blockers are really nice. Chump blockers with counter are even nicer. You do have to have another Shandorian warrior on the board. We've got enough. We've got Wyper, Kalgara, and Wyper. It's not too many, but our core strategy is playing these guys out. So, you know, the Raki is pretty much always live. Other than that, same old Kalgara. Ton of searching, ton of value, and a ton of aggression. And honestly, I was quite surprised by how well I was doing this with this in ranked. I did find Blackbeard sometimes a bit tough if they just get the removal. It can be tricky. But really, was having a good time with my sort of a limited Kalgara experience. I think if you really like grind this deck out, you can get some crazy finishes with this. This deck feels actually surprisingly good in this meta. Again, congratulations to Ben Schumacher for their finish. And here's some games. Gonna go into Green Purple Luffy. Let's see what he chooses. He chooses first. So we're looking for a second hand. We've got Ohm. This looks pretty decent. I'm going to keep. I've also got the Redhawk. The Redhawk's really good in this matchup. If we can go like Shura into Ohm Holy, even just into Redhawk is fine. Yeah, this is fine. What's he got on 1? He mulliganed, so clearly not the best hand first time round. Goes with the Nami. Going to be looking for Sanji and Pudding, presumably. And a little behind the scenes, I've actually just played this guy. Yes, does have the Sanji and Pudding. Very nice. We'll just go with Shura. No Holy. Always looking for that Holy. I think we'll just take the Kalgara. Guarantee that. Pass it over. I'm going to go with the Ohm, even if we don't have the Holy. Just because we need some ball presence. I'm going to take this. No Holy. Not ideal. I don't really want to take 2, though. It's tempting. It is tempting. He's got no pressure next turn. I'm going to Gamba. That's not a Holy either. Never mind. That's a Holy. That's a Holy. Look at that go. We're going to go 2 onto 2, clear the army. That will go 5 and 5. He'll probably take. We'll go 4-don for Ohm. If I can find him. Deploy this. No extra Holies. In fact, that's quite a bad send back. But we do have the dog. Pass her over. He's going to be looking to play Sanji and Pudding, I'm sure. Yep, going to take out Ashura. You can have that. I'm surprised that didn't go into life, to be honest. Just plays out Sanji and Pudding. So I'm going to go 5 here with the dog. He's going to counter. I want to do the Red Hawk, so I'm going to go 6 next with leader. No, we're going to Red Hawk next. Because if I take and then he takes, it's offline. Yeah, so we'll just get rid of this. Then we'll go 6, play out Kalgara. Get a Raki, not bad. He can't really swing that big into our dude, so we could just play out the Raki, right? Let's go 6 with Ohm. See if we can get a 2k here. And yeah, I think I'll go with the Raki over anything else. Could have just held one for the Earth Won't Lose there, but getting the Raki down is pretty good. He's going to play out the Sanji and Pudding once again. Does he have another one? Third Sanji Pudding could be pretty hot. But it would mean only swinging 6. Zorojuro, so he's only going to be swinging 7. And that's if he wants to attach this Don. He might want to keep 1 from event, because we are sort of forcing a lot of pressure onto him here. He's got an Usahachi. That's something we do have to be careful of. So he's going to go 7. I'll just use the Raki now. Don't really want to give 2 cards. We can do the Zeus. Doing the Zeus isn't bad. Just gets rid of the Sanji and Pudding. Just completely stops his aggression. We would forego playing out Kalgara. But I don't think we need it. We can go like Zeus, Sanji. Hold 1. Let's start with 6 from home. Let's just keep it simple. Start with 6 from home. I do like doing the Zeus. I can't lie. It does seem pretty good. Zeus, Sanji, I guess just don't hold 1. Yeah, do you know what? I don't hate it. Let's go 6, no effects. Because he should really counter this one. Let's go 8. Very likely game, but I'm not going to play into it. We're going to do this, use the card action, take a life, get rid of that. And then go with the Sachi. Yeah. Trashing the Wiper. End the turn. So he can do 6 cost Luffy, but if he can't Usahachi, so we always get the blocker. These are going to be very small. He can swing like 9/9 with the Luffy, and then these are just 6s, which is not going to be enough. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k in hand. When you're at sea, you can fight against pirates. That's not going to help. I feel like you have to just go for game here with the 6 cost, and I don't think it's enough because we know what's in our hand. I feel like this Zorojuro is always a losing play. 6 into 5, absolutely not. No blocker will give Satori. Think about swinging 5. That can't be right. Okay, he's got the Luna. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 6 into 5. We'll go no again, though. We'll go no blocker. Give the Wiper. Chopper blocker. Okay. I don't play a way to remove that. He's going to restand some Dons. He missequenced it. He couldn't restand because he has the Chopper on the board. So he would have had 3 Don active. Either way. Let's start with 8 from Holy. He might not die here, you know. That was a better play than I was expecting. The Electrical Luna's really, really good. He does have to Giant on the 8, though. Oh, his leader's at 5 as well. I'll be honest, I forgot that. That should have not been an 8k swing. That should have been at least, like, either 7 or 9. That's my mistake. I think we'll go 7 now. Play out nothing. Because we don't have to go for it here. We don't have to. If we can get 2k, 1k here, yeah, and force the Chopper to stay on the board, that's pretty decent. We can play out these events and do that, and then he can't restand Dons. Or go to 6. So yeah, let's just play out these stages, cycle these. Raki's pretty good. We'll take her, return those, go with another one. Well, there's nothing there to grab. That's a shame. Yeah, none of this is Sky Island other than Wyper. And he's about the worst card on the deck. We'll deploy this over the Zeus and pass. We've got 2 blockers. He's in a worse spot than last turn, I think. He's got 1 less Don than he did. Zorojuro once more. Grabs another Giant. Okay, that's Giant number 2, is that? Yeah, that's Giant number 2. 6 into 5. What are we likely to face? A 7? Probably only a... Honestly, it could just be a 5. So we'll just counter this one. That's a free block. Another chopper. Okay, we've only got one Don open. So this should be very winnable. 2 on Ohm, or 1 on Ohm, 2 on Holy, 2 on Leader, 1 on Sanji. We've got loads of spares. Let's just start with 7 from Ohm. Just going to block that. Let's go 7 from Holy. 9, 9. We can't quite do all 9s, so we'll do another 7. Because 8 stinks. He's going to giant the 7. That's always a good sign. Let's go 7 from Leader. No effect. 9 from Kalgara. And then that should be the game with 10 from Sanji. He shouldn't be able to counter both of these. Yeah, GG's, well played. Possibly could have got it last turn, but didn't feel the need to go for it. Yeah, when he used the giant and left the chopper on the board, it's tough, right? Because you want to keep the chopper on the board because it's infinite counter, but when you leave it on the board, I can sort of take advantage of that. And he did make a mistake on that one, the bit where he didn't go to 6, but then I forgot he wasn't at 6, so it didn't really matter. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. We'll give him to Law. This should be a tough one. This should be a tough one. He's chosen 2nd. We've not got much on 3, but we do have, like, upper yard into potentially Ohm, Holy plus Wyper on 5. It could be worse. Let's see what this gets us. You can guarantee the dog. I do want the Kalgara, but guaranteeing the dog is too important. Let's just pass it over there. I'll probably play out the Raki. Maybe. We'll see. A Pooh can rest the Raki, which is kind of annoying. Kid Killer, he's going to be looking for the 3-cost Bonnie. No doubt that's sort of the really good start you can get. So with the Kid Killer into the 3-cost Bonnie. Monkey D's nuts. He's not bad either. Well, we'll go with that, definitely. That's definitely... I think we'll take the Kalgara now. I don't really want to play out this Raki right now, just in case he has a way to rest it. So I'm going to swing 6. I'd rather get a 2k out of him. Or a life. Either or. And he's going to pass there. Next time we can play out our own Holy. I'd love to get a Wyper. That would be incredible. If we can get the Wyper, we can go Wyper Ohm Holy. And just have like the ridiculous 5-don turn. But it's not looking like we're going to get that. Unless it comes off the life or the draw. He does get the 3-cost Bonnie. So he can do that now, but can't use Leader effect if he does that. 5 on 5. I'll take 1. Zeus is not bad in this matchup, I would expect. Bonnie. What's he going to put in there? What's he going to put in there? Whatever he puts there, right, he can't trigger out this turn. So this isn't that great for him, honestly. We can just play out this, and I probably will. I probably do value it enough, just going nice and wide. That's generally how you beat Law. You got to tax their cards one by one. 8-cost Kid obviously exists, but there's not a lot we can do about that. We are very, very weak to 8-cost Kid decks. 5-cost Law, not bad. We're not going to be putting on a lot of pressure this turn, is the only downside here. So he's probably going to be able to save this in there, for sure. Yeah, we don't get the Wyper, so we'll just go with the Wyper. Go 6. Like this. There's another Ohm. And we do another Ohm next turn, maybe? We'll see. We'll see. No upper yards, unfortunately. Choose 0, return those there, and play out nothing. We just bottomed 2 in that Shura search, but it is what it is. I had to take the dog. Ohm, any extra source? No extra source. But we'll play out the dog, end the turn. We've got 3 nice attacks next turn, plus our leader, of course. And we've got the Zeus. The Zeus is interesting. It's a weird one, right? We're going to 7. So we can Kalgara Noland. Or we can, like, Zeus Kalgara. Something like that. But then we are going to be a little low on life. But if he's not putting on that much pressure, it's not so much of a problem. We'll see. We'll see. He did counteract that last swing with the Apu. Getting the Apu out always nice, because we do play the Raki blocker. 6 into 5. Our only KO option, our only 2k option is the Zeus. I think I will counter with it though, as much as it's really good. I don't want to go down to like 1 life already. That seems pretty bad. Yeah, there's the Law. Now I'm going to pick up the Luffy, play down the Kid Killer. I'm guessing. Yep, very nice. Probably looking for Cavendish here still. Cavendish very good. Jewelry Bonnie, 3-cost addition. Can't stun anything with the 5-cost Bonnie other than a Don. There's the Cavendish. Very nice. Very nice. Potentially regretting my decision on that Zeus. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play this turn is still good, right? We've got Kalgara, we've got Noland. It's a strong start. And he's already shown us a couple of 1Ks. Yeah, that's another 1K. 1 Don for Bonnie, sure. That can't tap though. So we've just got rid of the Kid and Killer to play out that. That feels a little odd. I'm not sure. That's a good option. That is a really good option. We can just get rid of the Cavendish. I like that a lot. That's incredibly powerful. Now we can just play out the Kalgara. And we can even play out the Raki. So we'll go 6. Play out Kalgara. Sure, off the life. Not too bad. Just want to apply a bunch of pressure here, right? Try and get some cards out of him. Because he's going to struggle to go into Kid next turn. Now that we've cleared his Cavendish. Go 6 with Ohm. Can just go 6 with both. I think I do like playing out the Raki though. How much do I value it? Getting if I attack 5, he just rests this. There's no point. We'll attack 6 with Wyper. And then I'll just play out Raki over the top of Shura. Well, if you're going to block, I'll swing with a dog now. That was silly. That was a little silly, I think. He must be out of 2Ks though, right? That's what that tells me. It's completely out of 2Ks. And then we'll go the Raki over the Shura and pass it over. That top deck of the Gum Gum Red Hawk, that was incredible. That was really, really good. Made up for potentially my misplay with the Zeus. But equally, if we don't counter that and then we use the Zeus, I'm so goddamn low on cards that I don't know that it's that much better. He's going with the Bonnie. He gets a beige 2K. That's nothing crazy. He's got to be looking for that 7-cost Law this turn to get a heal, or at least to get more board presence, right? Will this Law swing? Probably not. I think his leader is going to be the only thing that swings, which we can just block with the Raki if it's more than like a 5. Which, if it's 7-cost Law, it's going to be at least a 6. 6 into the dog, probably. Or Wyper, same difference. Adds Cavendish. Okay, he can trigger out Cavendish if he wants, but he does then go back down to 1 life. Doesn't look like he wants. I'm just going to block with the Raki. Does he want to trigger out the Cavendish? It's a tough call, right? Because you want Cavendish on the board, but if he takes his own life, I mean, he's kind of doing my job for me. That's going to swing. We can probably let this happen. But equally, I don't really want to. I think we need the pressure this turn, especially now he's tapped his blocker. That seems a little crazy. No way he's swinging with this, right? 2 Don for Veggie. Sure, plays it over the Bonnie. But I mean, it's more cards out of his hand, right? It's just more cards out of his hand. We get a Satori off the top. Nice. I think we want to just... Can we do all 7s? We can do 2 for Wyper, 1 for Ohm, 2 for the dog, 2 for leader. We can do at least all 7s. Let's start with 7 from Ohm. See what happens. He's got 2 blockers. He's probably not going to die this turn. But if we can eat a good, like, both of these blockers and a good amount of his hand, we'll be in a decent spot for sure. Now that he's countered that, I think I'm going to give him an annoying 6, because he showed us last turn that he didn't have many 2Ks. Takes that. Let's... Still got 3 swings. Let's swing 8 with this. He's going to just end up using one of his blockers. Let's go 8 with the dog. I've got a feeling this is just going to be lethal here, right? I've just got a good feeling. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he had 2 7-cost Laws and 2 Luffys. Definitely could have gone a bit worse, but, you know, we just had so much aggression with the card tax on board. That worked out. I'm quite surprised. I thought that matchup would be more difficult, but... Yeah. I mean, if he'd had one more turn, he'd have beat us. He'd have beat us on the clapback 100%. Oh, would he have? Honestly? Probably, yeah. With 2 bricks in life, actually. Yeah, definitely. We didn't draw any defensive tools there. No events, no Sanji blockers. So it's quite lucky that we were able to get that lethal there. Really interesting that he attacked with this. But either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. I'm going to get into Lucci. I think we just lose this matchup. That's how it used to be. We really need to see Ohm Holy. Well, here's hoping that can get some of it. We can get the Holy. I mean, I guess I'll grab the Holy. Pass it over there. We'll do 5 and then just play out the Holy. He's going to give us a Brook. I'm going to pass that over there. He's likely to play out Kuzan, I think, here. 5, absolutely, I'll take that. Mills, Laboon, and Tempest Kick. Kuzan, we're going to remove that with the Red Hawk. And we'll go 5 with the dog, 6 with leader. I probably shouldn't have gone 5 with the dog. Because now we've got to defend the dog. Probably should have just swung 6 with leader. Any upper yards? No upper yards. Damn. We can play this one, though. That's not bad. Wyper next turn is good. No Kalgara. Would have liked a Kalgara. But Wyper's still strong. And then we'll end the turn. Hopefully he's not swinging for more than 6 into this. Don't really want to give 2k 1. Don't really want to give 2k 1k. What is this for 4? This is probably Kuzan, right? If it was Lucci, the -1 would be here. I'm going to defend this. I think it's a Lucci I just like defending. We'll give him the... We'll give 1 of the Sanji. You probably don't need 2. Laboon. Sure. Sure thing. So this turn we're going to play out Wyper, then play out Sanji. That's going to be all add-ons. We'll swing 5 with Holy. He countered that a lot last turn, actually. He's been countering hard. Damn, that's crazy. Given that he gave us a 2k on a 5, there's no reason to swing more than 5. Cool. Swing 7, play out Wyper, use the card action, get rid of that. Shandy Mori, we can take Kalgara, return that there. Next turn we've got Kalgara Noland. This turn we can actually go Ohm Holy. Ohm Holy's better, right? Than Sanji. Whilst the Sanji's a blocker, this is just 2 guys. So let's do this. Ohm, take nothing. Return those there, play out Holy, end the turn. We've got 5 guys, he's got 2 lives. We're in a decent spot here. Don't really have much to counter with, but we can definitely counter a 5 and 5. We'll get rid of... Yeah, we'll get rid of the Sanji. That's just going to tap. Yep, we're going to see a Lucci here. We're going to see a Rebecca as well. But we're going to get at least 3 bodies to stick, which is really, really good. And we can play out 2 more next turn very easily. Maybe these new Lucci builds aren't as bad for us to beat. They're much more sort of endgame heavy, right? Yeah, there's the Lucci. Remove these. Fought on for Rebecca. I thought as much. But he can't remove anything with this Rebecca, which is nice. Just draws a Brook and plays out nothing. Excellent. Oh, given he just showed us a 1k, what are we going to do? We're going to do 6 plus 5. That's 6 Don. We've got 3 more Dons. Probably one of these is swinging for at least 5. Do we want to kill Laboon? I'm not sure we care. Start with 6. He didn't have any more 2Ks last turn, it seemed. So let's see if he's got one now. Would appear he doesn't. He just concedes. Okay, Pro ran out of 2Ks and was like, nah, I'm out. Look at all these bricks. Man, Lucci's just that deck. It's just the brick deck. Quite funny. Would we have actually won this turn? If I go like 6 with the Wyper, he can 1k, 1k. And I go like 6 with a dog, he blocks. We don't quite win that turn, but it's looking pretty good, right? He has 0k. Next turn he can maybe remove 2 things. Yeah, we have a lot of Kalgaras in life as well. Look at that. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Oh dear, got to get him to Big Bad Blackbeard. These are always very tricky. He chose them first. I mean, this is the thing you want on second, but he's just not going to let us play it, is he? And the rest of the hand is dog ass. So let's mulligan. Let's go with this. We can at least clear the Luffy, which is quite nice. Probably just grab the Wyper here. So we have a Shandy and Warrior to play. And then end. On 4, we can go Wyper plus Ohm. Sorry, Wyper plus Holy. Which is actually not that bad. I'm going to take this one. That's a nice play on 6. Dot Q comes down. Another Luffy. Okay, this guy is... Yeah, in terms of our on plays, as expected. It's kind of nuts. Let's go 6 here. Without this. And no effect, obviously. He gets a event trigger, grabs a 5 Zan. And we'll go the dog, pass it over. But this board state is not great for him. We can do a lot of searching, but he's not gonna. Okay, he just happens to have Van Auger in there. Feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. I'll counter this one because we're going to play out another Shandian this turn. It's going to turn off our on plays. Very nice. I think we're definitely going to go with Wyper. What else are we going to go with? I'll do 2 into dot Q. Just to try and get rid of that. And we'll go 5 lead. Then we'll go 6 lead, play out Wyper. And then play Sanji. Gets his stage down, that's nice. Ditches the second stage. Okay, that was... they were definitely off a life. He's going to do a lot of searching this turn. Grab the 10 beard. So we know he's got a Vasco and a 10 beard. And an event. We're going to play the event. Makes sense. Grabs another Lafitte. Okay, Searcher Gaming. If I went to 5, we can just block. Sure, frustratingly, we don't have a 1k. Sorry, a 2k, but I'll give 2 1ks. Vasco shot. And a Caribou. Okay, is he going to turn off our on plays once more? He does, indeed. Good player, good player. I think we ignore these Lafittes. We know he has he's on 7 Dom. We know he has a 10 beard in hand. We knew about the Vasco shot. We don't know anything else, do we? What did the second Lafitte grab? Grab the event, and then that grabbed a Lafitte. So he's got a Lafitte, he's got a 10 beard, and he's got a card. That we don't know about. So 6 is a pretty good number, right? He does have double blockers here, though, which is quite scary. So as if we, like, clear the board. He can't do a lot next turn. Well, this is probably only attacking other feet anyway, so let's go 2 on 1. He lets it go. I think I'm going to ignore the rest. Go 6 on 5. Go 7 on 5. We'll go 7 on 5. It's going to block. Do we play this out? Do we play this out? He can't lethal this. Okay. I'm going with it. Then I'm just going to play the dog and we'll hold 1 open for the event. So we've got 3k counter in the event. We've got a couple 1ks. If he doesn't turn off wrong place first, which he might forget, we can actually play this upper yard as well. We've also got a chump blocker that he would have to deal with, which he can for as low as 2 Dom with Doc Q. But I think it's going to be hard for him to lethal us here. Liberation will be a little rough, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. He's got to have it. And he has got a bunch of random cards that he took off life. Because we know he has a 10 beard and we know he has a Lafitte, which neither of those cards are really going to help him this turn. Not with 5 guys on the board. He's not found enough removal this game. Jesus Burgess comes into hand, ditching the 10 beard. Doc Q removes... Is he going to... Okay, he's going to remove... I don't know what that was. I'm not going to lie. So what's this going to remove? Well, they can't remove this. If this removes, like, the dog. What else has he got? He's got 7 Don. He can play out Kuzan for 5. Cycle into, like, Vasco. Draw a card, but it's a brick. He can play out Caribou to have a chump blocker. I'm pretty sure we win that. I have no idea what's going on with this Van Olga. But I think there's a good chance we win that game there. Because he's only going to remove max, like, 2 dudes. So we're still going to have 3. He can have 3 chump blockers, but it's going to cost him, like, his entire hand. Yeah, I don't know. You let me know if you think I would have lost, but he fucked up somewhere with this Van Olga. Going second into blue, purple, Luffy. It's a good curve, right? Yeah, got to keep that. That's a solid ass curve. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. We've got this on 2. We can play out this for leader effect on 4. If I see a Holy, that would be pretty hot. No Holy. Just take the Kalgara here. Pass it over. If he just swings like 6, I'll 2k out. Yeah, I think I'm going to 2k out. Yeah, annoyingly we don't have anything to do with this, so I guess we just swing 9 played out. But I mean, it's not bad, right? If we get the upper yard, and it's not worth the gamba. Just do 9, play this. Of course, we got the Holy. Feels bad to return. We can't play anything. We have no upper yards. But we do get a damage. He gets a ramp, which is brutal. So he only needs 1 more for the triple ramp. Not good. He's on the heavy ramp build. Okay, we probably lose this game. He's hit the triple ramp. When Blue Purple Luffy hits the triple ramp, there's not a lot you can do. That's pretty good, though. Maybe that can help. We're going to go Kalgara Wyper here, just to get the maximum power on the board. Ditch the Holy. Yeah, this ain't not looking too hot, not going to lie. Not liking it. Go 6 into 6, play out Kalgara. Man, Ohm's tempting. Ohm is tempting. We could get him down to 0 here if we just slam in. That's never correct, right? It's never correct. We've got to keep going wide. We can't do it, unfortunately. I wish if I kept the Holy, right? Then we can Holy there and swing 6 with Satori. He'd be the judge. We just need him to not have Linlin here. Gets a 2k. Places on top. It's looking like Sanji Linlin. Looking like Sanji Linlin to me. Yeah, the ramp out of life was rough. That was rough. 6 on 5. We actually don't have a 2k. That's really bad. This game might just be over. Sanji. Okay, Sanji Kata. It's not Linlin. It's not Linlin. We can do Noland. We can do Noland. That's going to cost 5. We can't really afford to play out Kalgara, can we? No, not without a blocker. Not without a blocker. 6, 7, 8, 8. No, we have to have 5, 6. We've got... Yeah, it's 6, 8, 8, which is not good. Unfortunately, we really can't, because if we had a 2k on that last turn, I've been able to counter easily, and maybe could have given 2 1ks, but it feels bad. Yeah, because it'd been like that. I don't know. I don't know. Tough call. Tough call. Let's go 8. One of these is going to eat an event. One of them's probably going to eat a block. So not really getting very far this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, it does have the Gum Gum Giant. I think we just lose this game. When they get the triple ramp, it's just so bad. The triple ramp is brutal. And one of them was a God Thread as well. Getting to do triple ramp and play God Thread is just ridiculous. It's like that shouldn't be, like, technically possible. But because he got the ramp out alive, it was. 8 into 6, likely to see block 1 unless he is truly out of counter. Indeed. Do we ever... I don't think we can ever afford to do anything else. We'll just go with a Noland, heal up, and pass. But I think this game's over. Normally, this deck's not that bad into blue-purple Luffy, but... Yeah, I mean, he had the best possible draws. Gets a Nami, placing on top. Does he have Linlin this turn? Six into 5. We have to defend our guys. We have to defend our guys. We have to defend this, though, otherwise we just die. We'll give 1k nothing to play out. We'll give 1k in the Ohm. 9 to 7. Yeah, I thought you might. 2k. Too late for Kalgara. There's the London. Yeah. Can get rid of our Kalgara. And that stands up. Let's go 6 with Satori. We don't die here. We've got like double blockers. Is the only saving grace. 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 3 more dons. We kind of need to keep on for it. Let's go 6. It's got a lot of 1Ks. Okay, so we go 6 with leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plan nothing, of course. Based on that, I don't think he has a 1k. Ooh. Sometimes you got to make make the call. Sometimes you got to make the call. Let's go with this. Go to that. Go with this. Over that. Go with this. See what we get. 2k, or it's going to be a 2k, right? Yeah, always a 2k. End the turn. So we've got 2 blockers. We're not going to die. And getting with that Kata was nice. And we know his hand has literally 0 counter. Other than these 2 cards. That is just a 1k. That's not a scary card. Placing on top, though. Does he have another Linlin? I hope not. I really hope not. The Linlins are brutal. I mean, that's pretty fucking good, too. I can bounce the Raki. No! Bounce. So rude. Oh, dear. Ah, dear. That's not good. That's not good. So you do 799. We can't save this. But if we save it from this hit, we eat another 9. This goes here, this goes here. And this goes... Oh, it's just over. It's so bad. It's just over, right? Three, 2 life. Yeah, if he was at 1, we could, like, maybe. I mean, we have the Raki. If we can take this out. Is there anything we can do here? No. No, I think that's GG's. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Gonna get into green-purple Luffy. Been facing a lot of these recently. This seems to be probably the most popular deck right now. He's chosen second, so we want to go in first hand. Wyper's good. We've got nothing to go alongside him, though. No holy stuff. So I'm going to mulligan. It's not great. We can go with this. No ohm. We can take the holy, though. There's nothing else there I really like. Wyper's fine. We can guarantee the wyper. But I like having just something. And we can even just play this out on 3. It's fine. And then on 5, we can... He just passes. Sure. Let's go 5 and then play out the dog. Nothing special. He's just a guy. He's going with the Nami. But we're going to get some nice aggression going already. Which is really good. You've got to be nice and aggressive with Kalgara. That's what he's about. Forcing these greedy gum decks. Yep, 8, absolutely. No trigger there. That's a nice one to grab, though. Holy's okay. Probably play that over Wyper. If we get an ohm off the leader skill, though, I'd prefer to play that. So I'm going to go 6 first. No, we don't have a Wyper to play. We don't have much. I guess we're playing this and then Holy. Right? Yeah, all our 5 costs are not Shandians. Quite funny. I guess we'll do this. Well, we don't get a Kalgara. There's a ohm. We'll take the upper yard. Turn that there. Play out the upper yard. Do we get an ohm? No ohm. Can't take that. Probably just taking the Satori. There. Nothing crazy, though. We'll go 6 and then play out another dog. Wish we had the ohm, but... Yeah, like I say, it is what it is. Another card that's really nice to see is the Gum 5 Fist Pistol Red Hawk. We'll just go with another dog, pass it over. See if he's got his Sanji Pudding on 6. Usually do. Usually do. I don't think he searched it, though. What did he search off this? Search something not too crazy, right? Yeah, just a 0 cost. So you never know, might not have the Sanjian Pudding. Does have the Sanjian Pudding. Will he play out a 4 cost here? Or is he going to swing bigger into the dog? It's just 6. We're always countering that. Yeah, we're going to counter that. We've got a nice 2k there. Zoro, okay. Okay. Good play, good play. But either way, I'm going to get out of that one. Oh, that's the card we wanted. That is the card we wanted. That is so clutch. We're going to do that just now. Very, very lucky. But what can you do? Sometimes lucky, right? We'll go 5 here. Lets it go. So now we can go 6, 6, 6. And go start with 6 from the dog. What is the dog doing? It's doing 6. We'll go 6 from the dog. He's down to 1 life already. Pretty terrifying position for him. Gives an Usahachi there. 6 with lead. Play out this. And, like, you just get to play a 6-8 for no cost. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The 5 Fist Pistol Red Hawk is so important on curve. I think you could potentially take this to 4 just for this matchup alone. Like, it's not that great into anything else, but into green-purple, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Because you still get to play like a Kalgara on, or with it's like maybe your 6-stone turn, something like that. It's just nuts. Not live anymore, though. We can't kill the Sanji Pudding now. Unless we get Zeus. Zeus does do it. See what he does here. We don't have any 2Ks, so he's probably going to get the removal on one of our dudes. Although, if he does swing just 6, I might consider giving 2 1s. Probably not. Probably not. I think we let him have one. Because this term, Kalgara Noland or Kalgara Sanji, or even Kalgara Wyper are all really good. Yeah, you can have that. We're never protecting that one. I think, yeah, it's a tough call there to go life, but potentially you could. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for the leader effect and both the holies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Sanji or Noland. Yeah, so we can just start with 6 from holy. Tax cards 1 by 1. He's low on them. We'll be taking them. 6 with holy. Got the Frankie on that one. Gonna get the block on that one. That's not a good sign for him. We could go for it here, but I don't think there's much danger, right? We'll play out. Honestly, I think I'm playing the Wyper just to get the dig. Raki's pretty good. Yeah, let's take the Raki. So we can go Noland and Raki, right? It's a Jet Gatling, that's brutal. Gonna go 8. We'll just force him to 0. Tell him he's got to have it. We'll go with, of course, the Noland. Use the card action for a heal. Then we'll go with the Raki over the top of one of the dogs. End the turn. We've got a blocker. We've got 2 life. Shouldn't be able to get us here, even if he has the 6-cost Luffy. That's not the 6-cost Luffy. Neither is that. It doesn't look like he has it. We should be good from here. Even if he has it now, it's only swinging 9-9. Which would mean this is swinging 7, this is swinging 6. That should be GG's. And we've got 6k counter in hand and a blocker. There it is, he found it. I've got to imagine that was the draw for the second going merry, right? Yeah, so this can swing 9-9, but it probably doesn't. It's probably like 7-7, 8-8. If I had to guess. We should be good with that. He can Usahachi this, but that's really bad. Because then he can't restand this, so he just loses a hit anyway. There's going to be 7-7, 8-8. We can afford to take a 7. We can counter 2 8s already. No trigger. Yeah, GG's. He knew the writing was on the wall. He actually had a nice draw 2 trash 1 there as well. He had a lot of giants. Wonder if he could have used one of those last turn to be fair, I don't know. Our board was just fucking insane. That Gum 5, his pistol red hook was just crazy. Either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. So, thank you for watching. If you're a Kalgara believer, let me know what you think of the list. I think this list is a really good list, honestly. I was very impressed with all the new additions he's put in. The Raki I have played in the past. And it just feels good in this meta into sort of the slower decks. Your blue-purple Luffys. They don't have great ways to deal with this. So, it feels really good there. The Gum Red Hawk, this is an all-star. I'd be tempted to try and find room for a 4th, but, you know, it's tricky, right? It's tricky. Because you don't want to cut this, because this is your searchable counter event, and it protects your characters. If this protects your characters, I'd definitely be on 4 of these. But just seeing this on, like, key turns when you need it, man, it just, like, wins games. This card is crazy. Sanji's also just a nice consistency piece. He's pretty good too. Playing this deck again has got me even more excited for the new Kalgara support in OP12. As a reminder, we're getting a new 5-cost Kalgara character. We're getting a couple new vanilla 2Ks. And we're also getting a new event that can actually search for Noland, as well as your Shandorian warriors, which is pretty cool. If you want to see a video on OP12 Kalgara with those buffs, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, do consider leaving a like and subscribe, because it really helps me out. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.